To Peristeri, Greece. This is the Basketball Champions League. It's regular season action. It's day 4, and it's Peristeri taking on VEF Riga. VEF Riga coming in after an excruciating loss, falling to SIG Strasbourg. A really good game between those two teams. And also, well, what kind of story did Stephen Gray and Peristeri make in their... So Riga and also Peristeri trading blows here tonight. And you can see Riga's lineup: Kyle Ullman, Michael Kaiser, Isaiah Pinheiro, Christopher Zorix, Vitos, Krumens, Koz, Ate, Skele, and Madsen. It's a team that really almost won that first game against SIG Strasbourg at home, but almost is not good enough in any sport. So they come into this at 0-1. Peristeri, meanwhile, Jonathan Arledge, Abdul Gadi, Gaius Skordidis, Lucas Mavrakafalidis, Yanis Atheneo, the Greece international, Panialis Vassilopoulos, Trey McLean, all the way on down. And it's a very good lineup. And we're excited to watch them. Ullman very impressive for stretches. Yeah, I think the talent is there for Riga. They just got to put it together for 40 minutes. And if they do, well, you know, anything is possible. Here's Peristeri winning their opening week game at Vilnius Rytas with that 39-point explosion, 10 3-pointers for Stephen Gray, and a Basketball Champions League record plus 47 efficiency rating. So that was quite remarkable. And in case you're wondering, talking about records, the 42 points. Don't forget the 42 points that was scored by Neptunus Klaipėda's Jimmy Barron at the time, back in that very first season, going up against Usak from Turkey. There's the man of the hour, Gray. What's he got in store for us tonight? I think probably what got his coach excited more than the 39 points, more than the 10 3-pointers, was the complete all-round game by Gray. He had 5 steals. And again, he had that plus 47 overall efficiency rating. That, my friends, is off the charts. So that is a tough act to follow. I think if anybody's expecting him to do that ever again in the Basketball Champions League, it might be asking too much. But clearly he has it in his game. He's a great talent, and it'll be interesting to see how he follows it up. So really good refereeing crew for tonight's game. There they are lining up. From Italy in the middle, there's Saverio Lanzarini, Darius Zabolski on the right from Poland, and Edith on the left from Poland, and then Edith on the right from Israel. all three of those guys accomplished at their craft, and it's always a given, really, in these Basketball Champions League games that you're going to get good crews. They go back and they review everything after games. You know, it's a very good process where these guys are evaluated. You know, they go back and they look at calls. Did I make that one right? Did I make it wrong? And obviously, it's there's pressure that goes along with that. But you tend to see these guys over and over again, so they're obviously doing a good job. And players tonight, well, there's your man right there, Scale, who thought he had scored the winning basket against Strasbourg in the opener for Riga, only for the incredible finish with Bonzi Colson making the game-winning three-pointer. Zorix was really effective as well for this Riga team, and Pinheiro in phases was good. You know, he's just got to get used to this European game. A star for Puerto Rico, the World Cup. Obviously a standout collegian, and even was with Sacramento's system last year as a rookie. And there's Kaiser, who unfortunately, you know, I thought he had a pretty solid game overall, but didn't box out on that last rebound that was taken by Colson, and that led to the game-winning shot. So for VEF Riga tonight, Allman, Kaiser, Pinheiro, Zorix, and Alexander Madsen from Finland in the starting five. Always good to see the Susiyingi Madsen out there. He's a high flyer, plays with a lot of anger at times, which can be good in basketball. And Giannis Gaidas, you know, what would he do? Would he do the same thing over again? Foul with a 2-point lead, as he did at home against Strasbourg in that first game. To give, well, the idea was that they were hoping that Strasbourg would miss on the free throw line, and at bare minimum, Riga would have the last chance to score the winning basket. So it just did not go according to plan. Peristeri tonight, Abdul Gadi, Trey McLean, Marvin Jones, Stephen Gray, and Lucas Mavrokophilidis, the Greece international, or former Greece international. Tell you what, boy, these Greeks, they have had some great basketball players over the years. And this coach right here, Nikos Papanikolaopoulos, is also very good at his craft. I'm a big fan of the Greek coaches and their acumen, the way they prepare these teams. And of course, don't forget Greece as a national team, one of the best national teams really in Europe, and famous for that big win at Eurobasket 2005, that big title win. They beat Dirk Nowitzki in the final. Of course, they came back from behind and beat France in the semifinals. Of course, those guys are gone now. That Greece team also upset the United States in 2006. The Greece basketball continues to be one of the top, really the hotbeds of basketball, and well, maybe Peristeri will be making some headlines this year in the Basketball Champions League. Ike won it in year 2. Maybe Peristeri will be the second team to go on and win it. Certainly, they would get a few votes, judging from their first week performance when they won up in Vilnius. Just as a reminder, no fans really allowed because of the COVID-19, safety guidelines, and some positive news, I think, about the vaccine yesterday. We're hoping that obviously we're going to get back to normal sooner rather than later. Well, good evening, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome to Peristeri, Greece. This is the Basketball Champions League, and it's a battle between Peristeri winning the opening tip and VEF Riga and the black, and defending the basket to the left. So So here's Peristeri looking for an opening and coming right out, and missing early on is Gray. We had those 10 3-pointers and that first win against Rytas Vilnius. Pinheiro, the Puerto Rico international, his attempt rims out, but then a foul on Maverick Velitas, I think boxing out. Or is it on Jones? Let's see. It was on Jones. So they're calling it tight early. Peristeri showed a lot of athleticism in that opening game. There's Madsen. Don't know, he lost his concentration. The ball goes out of bounds. So Gray is going to inbound the basketball. Turnover was called on Zordix, in fact. Abdul Gadi, number 3. There he pulls up and almost banks it in, but short. Now Madsen rebounds and runs. Gets it over to Pinheiro. He whips it over to Kaiser. Getting in high for the rebound was Peristeri's Jones. Not a small team at all, is it? Peristeri with Maverick Velitas and Jones, and that was Kaiser with a little bit of a forearm in the back. Oh, what a quick first step that was for Peristeri's number 3, Abdul Gadi. Good hands by Gray. Remember, he had those 5 steals. You know, you talk about somebody drilling 10 3-pointers, but his hands were up in that game. If you go back and you watch that game over, you look at the highlights even, you'll see his hands were always up, and he was getting some big steals that helped them really open up a big lead and go on and romp to victory. Now, for the second time in as many trips down the floor, the ball goes off the hands of a VEF Riga player and goes out of bounds. Gray has missed his first 3. He gets rid of it. Jones, Maverick Velitas has it. Tries to go to work on Pinheiro. And Pinheiro called for the foul. So Maverick Velitas gets the first one to drop. And the second. Been around a long time. Maverick Velitas played for a lot of different clubs, including in Spain, played for Barcelona. Now he's back in Greece. Allman. A lot of potential with Allman. There's Kaiser for the second time, missing on the baseline. Now Gray. And the pass dumped down low and knocked away from Peristeri, and then running down the floor. Great pace by Pinheiro. Beating that Peristeri defense down the floor. Trey McClain launches and drills a 3-pointer. Oh, he's got the perfect name, doesn't he? Trey McClain gets the 3. Trey shows the way sometimes. Gray shows the way. Madsen, beautiful handoff. Oh, and Kaiser missed. Then gets it over to Piñero, and he misses badly. Maverick down low. Madsen rebounds the miss. Riga now over to Allman. 3-point shot, no good by Zorix. So, unlike in their first game when Riga started hot, they've started ice cold tonight from the floor. Gray has it knocked out of his hands by Allman, but chases it down. Again, they dump it down low. And going up and scoring, Marvin Jones. Zorix goes in and lays it off the glass and in. See if that gets them going. They've had a couple of layups. You struggle sometimes from the floor. You need to go to the basket. Gaddy. Well, he's silky smooth, but couldn't get it to drop. Allman to Kaiser. Took a little bit of a bump, but no foul. Trey McClain playing the good defense. Gray again to Maverick. And takes advantage of being guarded by Zorix. That is foul number 4 on Riga. Well, you know, Galitas has got some issues in the size department, the way this game has started, because they have got Maverick is causing all sorts of problems down low, as well as Jones, and even McClain can go down low. Here's Gaddy. Takes the punishment and makes the shot. So he has got a chance for a 3-point play. Fouled by Vitols. Marcus Vitols checked in. And his first contribution is a foul. Well short on the free throw by Gaddy. Vitols goes in and, oh, the follow by Kaiser. That'll get him going. The offensive rebound and putback jam. Gaddy quickly to the other end. Maverick says, I don't have to stay inside. I can step out as well. Boy, he has been the man with the plan so far for Peristeri. What do we do about Big Lucas? Let's call a timeout and talk about it. They're struggling to contain him down low, and then he steps outside and hits a three-pointer. Riga called timeout, trailing 14-6 against Peristeri.
Why is stronger with the ball? You're not strong enough. Why you give Adi right-hand drive? Why you give hands up on Maverick Validis? He's holding here. He's a legend here. Everybody give a ball for nothing. Give a hands up fight before. Make them more harder, guys. You're not ready physical play. We got a shot, 3 players, nobody goes rebound. You're not intensive, you want to play. You play fast, but not intensive. Here, they do what they want, they play what they want, they pass what they want, and one player not ready for the game. Listen. Go 24. Yeah, 24.
Okay, you see the shooting numbers early on in Peristeri with those 2 threes and 3 of 6 inside the arc.
This player goes pop.
Peristeri also 2 of 3 at the line, and Galitas calling Maverick a legend here. He's saying, you know, they're gonna give him everything, but you got to be more physical. Don't let them do what they want to do. Get after him. We got a little timid here at the beginning. So Galidis trying to light a fire under his team. We'll see if it has the effect he was looking for. The timeout now. 14-6. Allman up high. Pulls up and short. Good hustle, saving the ball inbounds to Pinheiro was Vitols. Ball goes out of bounds. Good hustle by Marvin Jones. Or, excuse me. Good hustle by Trey McClain. Here's Trey coming out of the stands. Ate's also come in. Artis Ate, number 15. Shot clock winding down. Allman dumps it right at the end to Kaiser. Boy, when he is going to the basket, Allman is tough. He showed his ability to dish. Kaiser making a living off of layups right now. Dunks. Maverick Avalides, this time short. Good solid rebound by Ate right at the line. Here's Allman again. He picked up his dribble. Here's Allman, gets in the lane, puts it up. Oh, he missed the layup. He had the shot. $1 million move, 5-cent finish. Ate to the corner. Allman short again. And Pinheiro, ball knocked out of bounds. And Riga really struggling here at the onset of this game. Most of their points coming on plays like that. And here comes the Greece national team star Panayotis Vasilopoulos coming in for Maverick Avalides. What a great player, Vasilopoulos. All the adversity with injuries that he's had to overcome and prolong his career, and really, you could probably argue he's playing as well now as he ever has. Three-point shot by Vitols was short. Gaddy, and strong move, dumps it. The foul called on Pinheiro. Couldn't quite get there in time, Pinheiro. Kaiser goes out. Madsen comes back in. Madsen's really got to give him something. One of their front court players against this Peristeri team. Jones now with 4 points, and Peristeri leading by 8. Good D by Gaddy. Vitols. Boy, they are ice cold. Getting some looks, just not knocking them in. There's Ate. That's scrapping away with Jones. Good hustle from both players. Pinheiro. Ate. Talk like winding down. Pinheiro from the left. Oh boy, that was a tough shot with Vasilopoulos right in his grill. Vasilopoulos, more of a distributor, I would think. This roll, Gray. So far, they've dodged the Gray bullet. Oh, beautiful pass on the break, and now here comes Riga. Ate, looks like he's up for it tonight. And Vasilopoulos has the ball knocked out of his hands by Pinheiro. Almost a steal for Pinheiro. Is really active defensively. Gaddy fouled from behind by Madsen. Boy, Abdul Gaddy, he's good ball handler. He's got strength. Can put the ball on the deck, go to the basket. Tough player to defend. So the Gaddy free throws take the lead back up to 6 points. He takes a breather. Kalampelas comes into the game. Kalampelas, youngster. Mavrokoufalidis using that length to good effect, able to get the rebound, hold on to it. And you suddenly see a way for this Riga team to get back into it. For a while there, they looked dead. But they've got an extra bounce in their step right now. Mavrokoufalidis to the shot clock, about to wind down, throws it away, tried to get it to Vasilopoulos. Good decision by Zorix to hold it up and gets it over to Vitols. So for the final seconds of the quarter, ticking off the clock. Three-point shot. Oh, what a way to finish for Riga. Terrific finish for Zorix hitting the three-pointer. They had all these struggles and looked like they might get run out of the gym. And suddenly, over the last couple of minutes, they claw it back and they trail just 18-15 at the end of one. Riga haven't even attempted a free throw. Peristeri, meanwhile, 6 of 7. And just 1 3 for Riga, and that was just made right at the end. So the highlights from the first quarter, and it really does beg the question, how could a team like Peristeri be on top really the way they were and only be leading by 3 points heading into the second quarter? They just failed to execute on both ends of the floor there right over the last couple of minutes. And Riga have got the shooters. Came back. Stephen Gray so far has yet to score. Meanwhile, these two teams would be interested to know that Ritas Vilnius are leading 45-39 at SIG Strasbourg, another Group E game, which is coming up to halftime. Kufas Bursa at home trailing to Nymburk 45-40. That is a Group B game. Nikolopoulos looks like he might have stressed to his players to have a sense of urgency, and Gray gets in. Great move, but didn't finish. Oh, Pinheiro goes behind his back. Nikolopoulos playing some defense, and good decision by Pinheiro to try to take advantage of that size. Gets the foul called on the young Greek. Long two if it goes, and it doesn't, but there for the rebound, Pinheiro. He takes the punishment and earns a trip to the line. Well, Pinheiro, if he's not on target, he is certainly doing everything else right. The hard work that coaches love, the defense, the flying in for the rebounds, the hustling down ahead of the defense on a fast break. And here he is going to the line with a chance to pull his team to within one. But he misses the first. Oh boy, misses both, but Madsen gets the offensive rebound. And just a little bit of miscommunication there between Pinheiro and Madsen. So Pinheiro is going to come out. Here from Coach Gailidis. Bernas Koz checks into the game. Number 12. Arledge, number 1, throws it away. Here's Ate. Vitols. Shaking and baking, Zorix. And oh boy, here comes Vitols, and here comes Riga. Look at that, they have tied the basketball game at 18. And that brings a timeout. Papa Nikolopoulos.
Don't like a team to rebound, they kill us on this. They really kill us on this. And don't transfer the ball. John, from here, transfer the ball to weak side. Let's see, let them participate in the game. We cannot attack every time on the first pass here on the miss pass. We will kill him. Pass, and we play.
So you look at the shooting numbers, and boy, how does things change? And he's talking about the rebounding, and that's evidence the Riga rebounding by a lot more shots.
Second pass, weak side. Okay, class, let's go. Go like a team to rebound.
So specifically, just 6 rebounds overall for Peristeri and 17 for Riga, including 9 on the offensive glass. And Vitols If he's open, he's shooting. You better believe it. He's a good shooter. Catches it. Kind of an unusual way. With his hands ready, he just launches it. Mavroukafalidis hands it off to Karampoulos. He gets down, the 19-year-old. Now he gets it back, and boy, how about that coming out of the timeout, hitting the three-pointer. Talk about a momentum swing. And now the ball gets away from Alexander Madsen. Nevertheless, the turnover goes back over to Zorix. And now Ate launches. Kaiser's going to check back into the basketball game. Allman back in the game. He's got it. Three-point shot. The shot is good from Werner's Coes. Mavroukafalidis catches, turns, shoots it over the rim. Now Allman and Riga with a chance to take the lead, and they do! With the slam on the break by Kaiser. Well, you think you don't know what you're going to get from one week to the next? Well, in this case, you don't know what you're going to get from one quarter to the next. Riga, all of a sudden, with this dunk from Kaiser taking the lead. Coase picks up his first foul, the 23-year-old. Played just 1 minute against Strasbourg, but he's come out and hit a big three-pointer. Now he's retired to the bench. Pinheiro is back. Oh, another three-pointer. It's good, and this one from Gaddy. Fourth three-pointer of the game for Peristeri. Pinheiro misses. Allman with another chance. He gets the three. Well, if you're going to miss a layup, why not make up for it and get the three-pointer? Allman bails him out, and Riga go back in front. Gaddy gets swatted in the lane by Kaiser. I think he forgot who was guarding him. Those long, active arms of Kaiser. He's been very effective tonight. And the handoff, and there's Allman again, so he's coming to life now offensively. Biggest lead of the game now for Riga, 28-24. Atheneo. Pass thrown back, and Gaddy misses from the arc. Little runner is good by Krister Zorix. And it's going from bad to worse now for Peristeri. We didn't see this coming early, did we, folks? Maverickafilidis, short. Now Allman. Just take it all the way, Allman. You've been wheeling and dealing. Bounce pass. Three-pointer, and VEF Riga are storming right now. Ate gives them a 9-point advantage. Well, Ate brought the right attitude out on the court, and here he is giving his team their biggest lead of the night.
We play soft. We play soft. They beat us in every situation. We play way soft. Now in this matchup, listen. Lou, you will go on the 5-man. You will play 1, and you will go on Pinheiro. In every pick with you, except Giannis, you will switch. Okay? So you're going to be the second line. Is it clear? Huh?
Riga, okay. Now 5 of 13 from deep.
We play 4 down.
4 of 8 for Peristeri.
We want Steve here.
And look at the discrepancy inside the arc. 9 of 17 for Riga, just 3 of 11 for Peristeri. So Maverickafilidis started well, but has gone cold. Maverickafilidis 1 of 5 from the floor. He's hit a 3-pointer. He's gone to the line and made a couple of free throws. Kaiser has been active. He's got 6 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. And he is his team's highest rated player of the night. There he is. And so far, Gray has not scored. 39-point Gray from the first game. 0 for 3 from the floor, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. Atheneo going back and forth with Maverickafilidis. That's right where Atheneo hit that big 3-pointer to beat Great Britain in the very first European qualifier for the World Cup in China. He just saves it for the really big moments. Ball knocked out of bounds. I tell you, that sense of urgency needs to be there for Peristeri, because right now it's not, and they are close to facing a double-digit deficit, which didn't seem possible the way this game started. How about Allman? He's made a big difference, hasn't he? But he steps out of bounds. Allman hails from New York. Played on the West Coast college basketball. Atheneo tried to get the basketball to Jones. Now it ends up to the dunk. The two-handed variety from Isaiah Pinheiro, the Boricua. And that gives them the double-digit lead. Look at this. Terrific pass. And say what you want to about Pinheiro, but he is hustling. He's beating the defense down the floor for the second time in the game. Here's Gray. Will this be the first? Yes, it is. Now the ball going the other way, and a foul. The turnover is going to drive Galidis nuts over there on the sidelines. Watch this. Well, that's just Allman stopping the break. Gaddy trying to get into the shooting motion, but it was too late. They find him down low and going up and scoring easily. Jones after the pass from Stephen Gray. So Gailidis gets a timeout. A couple of dodgy possessions for Riga and a couple of scoring possessions for Peristeri. Leads to the timeout.
Ja tu ej tad ej atpakaļ, nu ieliec tos lielos, lai viņi nosaka, vien pick and roll spēli, un fast break, lai nosaka, no. Guys, also be patient. Every time we go to pick and roll and right space, everything is correct. Every time we're not patient, this problem. Hey, please play by the rules. It's not switching out like this if you want. He will tell switching out, guys.
Look at the rebounding. I mean, that is an astonishing statistic. 24-7. I don't care what type of game you play. If you're going to be out-rebounded 24-7, you don't have a chance. That is the statistic of desire, and Riga showing a lot more than Peristeri 17 minutes into the contest. Even so, they've had to call the timeout. So Zalskali enter the game and make the pass, leading to the basket on the fast break. Nice pass, Madsen catches. And fouled in the paint by Mavrokovalidis. Vasilopoulos is going to come back into the game. He comes in for Mavrokovalidis. So they lose a little bit of size, but perhaps they gained a little bit more savvy out on the perimeter anyway. Allman, a little bit of a bump, nowhere to go. And here comes Peristeri. Atheneo has it. Gets around Scaley, who then gets back in position, but Atheneo finds some wide open space and drills it. And all of a sudden, it's a three-point game. Might be one of the more underrated players in Greece, Atheneo. And now the steal, Gray. We talk about his ability to come up with steals, make plays on defense. He needs something to get him going. Good hands by Madsen, but the ball batted into the corner to Atheneo. Into the corner, Vasilopoulos off the back of the iron, but then nobody rebounds it other than Marvin Jones. He goes up though, and I don't know what happened. Why he missed so badly. Both teams struggling to hold on to the basketball. Allman steps back, but that's only a two if it goes. Scaley barges into the Peristeri player. Fouls to give. Barges into Gray. Was he playing the basketball there? Scaley goes out. Hasn't really been quite influential tonight. Probably won't see him again until the second half. Gaddy, meanwhile, back into the game. They can tie it if this goes. Yes, it does! You cannot keep him down all night. So the three-pointer is a huge factor in the game, not surprisingly for these two teams. 35 apiece. Pinheiro gets down low. Good strength from Pinheiro. final minute of the first half. Gaddy. Atheneu. Back outside to Vasilopoulos. He's missed a couple of jumpers now. Maybe not the man you want to get the basketball to for those open looks. For Riga, if they handle this right, they should go to halftime at least with a lead. And maybe, if it goes well, the 4-point lead. Allman does indeed drive in and score right at the end of the first half. He is tough when he goes to the basket. Papanikolaopoulos is full of concentration as he walks off. Riga trailed at the end of one, or in the first. They come back to trail by 3, and here they are leading by 4 at halftime. Well, if I'm the coach for Peristeri, I just point to the rebound, say, guys, we got to do a better job on the boards. That's ridiculous. Riga leading at 39-35, 12 of 21 inside the arc, 5 of 14 from deep. The 7 3-pointers for Peristeri big, but look at the rebounds. I mean, that is embarrassing. Peristeri are being embarrassed on their home court. 10 offensive boards for Riga. Pinheiro, all hustle points. He's got 8 to lead Riga. Gaddy has 9 up at the top, but Gray looking like he's heating up now. Well, here's some highlights. And I'll tell you, the first part of the game was two rebounds. Trey McClain has 2 rebounds. 2 rebounds for 3 rebounds from Marvin Jones. Meanwhile, the players that's doing all the work on the boards for Riga is Pinheiro with 5 and Kaiser with 6. They've got 11 of their team's 26 rebounds. Zordik's also doing a great job. He's got 3 rebounds to go with his 7 points and 2 assists. That's Ate's 3-pointer. And this Allman causes all kinds of problems. This is Ate again. Gray finds his man down low. And Pinheiro again. I can remember at least twice getting ahead on the fast break and scoring. As got the 8 points. He hit that one jump shot. It's the other time when he got down ahead of the break and dunked it for 2. He also missed a couple of free throws, so he should be in double digits. So, a lot of basketball to be played here. Just a 4-point difference. And here was Gameday, who was able to score down low initially. Also showed his range. He's got 9 points. Gameday with 1 of 2 from deep, 3 of 7 overall. So it's Peristeri trailing at halftime, 39-35 over VEF Riga. I'll let you enjoy the
So it's Martin Krish, and then the dunk from Loom. How did it go? Power finish from him.
The ball screen, hard show again, forces him the other way, inside, tough one off the glass, just swatted away. Just waits, swats that away.
The floor at the moment and players coming off the bench. McGee spins, another tough shot, but he gets it to go. Tyrus McGee.
That's the drive from Blake's rejected. He'll keep it alive, trying to find something, throws it out, but it's tipped by Kleiben.
Well, if you like your basketball up and down, you're going to enjoy this one. Great pass. Super pass. Krasinski is just pulling the strings here.
Again on his way to the basket. Here comes Lowry to Kleiben, gets up high. Kleiben moves to 13 points then.
Nice back cut, and McGee! Harris with the throwdown. CJ Harris.
Here comes Blakes, crosses over, wraps it around. Great find, and the easy score for Makanu. Chance to run once more. Chasson wasn't looking, goes behind the back. Johnson throws it down. Jaron Johnson, first points of the night for him.
As well for 3. Back to Langford. Step back is good for 3, and Langford is unconscious from behind the arc.
Well, after that big week 1 win up at Rytas Vilnius, Peristeri had players amongst the leaders in statistical categories. Stephen Gray obviously with 39 points, overall leader in that category, again just after 1 game. Also Marvin Jones with 10 rebounds in that opening game amongst the rebounding leaders. And Gaddy had himself quite a game from an assist standpoint, coming up with 8 assists, or dishing out 8 assists. But tonight, especially in rebounding, Jones 10 rebounds. You're like, where are they? They haven't been here to combat this Riga team, and maybe we're going to see a change in that in the second half, because certainly if I were Jones, I would be thinking, why do I not have more rebounds than what I've got? Right now he's got 3 rebounds, and of course he can turn that around with an impressive second half, but the rebounding has been huge. 26-10, the advantage for Riga, and 10 offensive rebounds to just 1 offensive rebound for Peristeri. Second chance points, 9 for Riga, 0 for Peristeri. 22 points in the paint for Riga, just 8 for Peristeri. So it's been a real great show tonight so far for Riga, but again, leading by 4 points. They were up, they trailed by as many as 8 points early on, then they turned it around, went up by 11, and now they're up by 4. So really the game evenly poised, and you feel like if Peristeri can really perhaps cut down on some of those second chances for Riga, that would help them. But they seemed kind of almost listless in that second quarter, other than the backcourt. Gray did start to heat up a little bit, and keep an eye on that man too, Maverick of Elitas. He knows that all eyes will be on him, being the big Greek at home. And Pinheiro, from his standpoint, he's looking to build on what I would suggest was a strong first half. He was really good, really hustling. 8 points, 5 rebounds. And he's going to inbound the ball. So second half action underway here in Greece between Peristeri and VEF Riga. Riga going to launch a 3 right at the start. And Maverick of Elitas comes in for the rebound. That was Zorix with the miss, number 4. Now Jones being guarded by Kaiser. Turns and scores over Kaiser to make it a 2-point game. Eight points for Jones. Brooks gets the basketball over to Kaiser. His baseline jumper hasn't gone in tonight, Kaiser. He's got most of his stuff on putbacks. Jones trying to have his way with Madsen. Now Gaddy runs along the baseline, hands it off, and McLean's 3-pointer no good. Madsen finds Zorix. Big time! That's a 3. And the lead goes to 5. Zorix was so good in opening week against SIG Strasbourg. He's got 10 points tonight. Still find it hard to believe that Riga did not win that opening game against Strasbourg. There's an alley-oop pass. What a play! Gaddy to Jones. Marvin is starving for some of that stuff. Get it to him. Get him the rock. Good start for him here at the start of the second half. Zorix, however, has an answer. You get a 2, I'll take a 3, he says. And the lead for Riga grows a little bit more. 7 threes apiece now for these teams. Gray, 3-point king after that first week with 10. His pass goes off the hands of McLean and out of bounds. And also in that Group E game tonight, between Strasbourg and Ritas Vilnius. It's a tight one, 67-65. Vilnius on top in France. So this group looking very tight indeed. Here's Madsen for three! And the fabulous Finn knocks it in. Look at that, forcing the timeout by Peristeri.
Play aggressive yellow, okay? Because now he raised his dribble and he went back and he was alone, okay? So force them, everything is outside here with the 4, with the 5.
12-22 inside the arc for Riga. 6-15 for Peristeri. Both teams pretty even from deep.
Low, but when the pick is high with the 4-man, don't push, don't expose our defense, okay? Push and go to play, okay? Is it clear? Contact, push, and go under quickly. Hey, first offense, 5 side, and we play second pick and roll. Go.
Well, Riga definitely throwing down the gauntlet to this Peristeri team. Jones has started well in the second half, but it doesn't matter. Riga continue to play well, up by 9 points. Pinheiro guarding Gray. Now they switch. Madsen on Gray. There's Pinheiro on Jones. Jones trying to post up. Gaddy gets rid of it. Over to Mavrokovalides for three. How about the big fella? Pinheiro to Allman, who brings it back out. And good defense from behind by McLean. Knocks it away. And Mavrokovalides catches it down low and scores with ease, and suddenly it's a 4-point game. 2 straight possessions for Mavrokovalides, outside and in. George has it knocked away. Here comes Gaddy for the wide open layup. 6-0 run, 7-0 run. 7-0 run now for Peristeri, coming out of the timeout. Sweet drive finish with the left hand, Allman. Just how he did it back in Brooklyn. Four minutes into the second half. And spinning and scoring is Jones, who has been a real monster here in this third quarter. Pinheiro. Now the drive, and the game is tied by Gaddy. Well, they got to turn some things around. Riga, they were up 9, and all of a sudden the basketball game is tied. They still have a rebounding edge. Much better execution, especially offensively for Peristeri.
Christos is wrong position, let to go to right.
And that's that evening up really quickly here. 24-20, Riga with the advantage in the paint, points-wise. Riga still with the advantage from the bench points.
You play watch the perimeter, everybody goes to roller, yeah? So we got these passes, pick and roll, yeah? Okay. Let's go. Go outside, but pick the screen with the 12. Yeah. Okay. Go. Rigas. It's gonna be
Ate coming right out of the timeout, misses from 3, and now Peristeri with a chance to go back in front. Gaddy puts a lot of rim there. Zorix over to Allman. Gray tried to foul, then Matson goes up, lays it in. Maverick of Elitison loses it, but gets it. Peristeri get it back. McLean over to Gray. Will it be? Yes, it is! His 3rd three-pointer of the night. And Peristeri go back in front. Quick pass, good decision. Matson then shares the basketball, and Gaddy blocks Pinheiro, but puts the Boricua on the line. Remember, he missed a couple of free throws in the first half, and now he's missed another one. So the second one is good. Vitols comes back in for Zorix. The game tied at 53. 6 minutes into the 3rd quarter. A lot of basketball left tonight. Gaddy gets it to Gray. He's got the hot hand right now. Now McLean. McLean, oh boy, look at that. The length on that play. Just laid it over the front of the rim. He was way up there. Ate, back to Allman. Vitols. Oh, puts up a little herky-jerky shot. And now it's Peristeri with a chance to build on their advantage. The dump. Swatted from behind by Allman. And then Pinheiro. Contact with Gaddy and goes down like a sack of spuds. Look at this collision. That was great hustle. This Maverick of Elitis just thought he was going to have an easy layup. Pass to Ate. That's good. The three-pointer. And the three-pointer has been a good friend to this Riga team tonight. 8 points as well off the bench for Ate. 9 of 21 from three-point range for Riga. Gaddy banks it in to put Peristeri back in front. They've hit 9 threes as well. It's a real shootout. Pinheiro bulls his way in. Boy, that was a tough move. That's where he needs to be making his living tonight. He has been so effective going hard to the basket. 11 points, 5 of 7 from the floor inside the arc. Maverick of Elitis, this time short, and the long rebound eludes his teammate McLean. So Vasilopoulos comes back in for Maverick of Elitis. And Riga with a 1-point lead. Remember, they played so well in their opening game against SIG Strasbourg, only to kind of outthink themselves and to commit a late foul. after taking the lead, thinking they were going to get the ball back. Here's Pinheiro. Scaly's been quiet. Vitols for three. 10 3-pointers now for Riga. It's almost as if we're at the OK Corral. Got a little gunfight, a little shootout. Ateneo fouled a long way from the basket by Scaly. Vasilopoulos wide open in the corner if they want to go that route. McLean backs up, puts it up, and unsuccessful. Ate with the rebound, gets it back over to Vitols, who just hit a three. He's going to take it just behind the stripe this time, and Kaiser kept it alive, but it's Gatti who has it. Ateneo. And the hands up by Kaiser, but then another steal. I think it was Vasilopoulos that forced the turnover. So Pinheiro picks up the personal. Karampalas, a 19-year-old, hit a three-pointer from the corner. It's Ate guarding McLean and Kaiser on Jones, and there is Jones once again. Find Mr. Jones flying through the air. Just throw it up there. He'll get it. And another turnover, this one on Vitols. Riga with a couple of miscues here late. And now Peristeri with a chance to take the lead with a three or to tie it with a two. And they've got a chance now for a three-point play. Great drive on the baseline and the finish. And McLean, so tough when he's going towards the hoop. Look at Ateneo, he goes, I'm going to get an assist on this. All I have to do is throw it within a full 1.5 meters of the rim. Boy, Jones has got the elevation. Elevation, length, hang time. Okay, McLean converts the three-point play, and Peristeri go back in front. Jonathan Arledge re-enters. He's only played 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Allman fouled. Long way from the basket. Peristeri with just 3 team fouls. So we'll probably commit another one here, since just 14.2 seconds remain on the clock. Allman, he's dangerous going to the basket, and there he's fouled again by Arledge. Vitols goes out and replaced by another good shooter. Zorix. Allman. Here's Ate. Boy, they had a good look there. They would have paid money for that shot. And at the end of 3 quarters, it couldn't be any closer. Peristeri leading at 62-61 over VEF Riga. 9 threes for the hosts, 10 for Riga. The difference is the free throw line. Peristeri 7 of 8 on the night, and Riga just 1 of 4. Here's some of the highlights from the third quarter, and it has been a tough game to figure out, really. I mean, neither of these teams able to step on the accelerator and pull away. Both have had pretty decent leads in the game. Well, we got 10 minutes remaining, folks. Final 10 minutes here in Peristeri, Greece. Peristeri in yellow attacking the basket to the right. Atheneo comes right out and strokes the three-pointer. Takes it up to 65-61. Looking like they want to be the aggressor now. Haven't seen much of that intensity. And McLean comes up and gets the steal. And then he is fouled in the paint by Zorix. Well, those turnovers can be costly. Just kind of a lazy pass, bounce pass to Allman. Nikolopoulos barking some instructions from the sidelines for Peristeri. Atheneo, this time with a hand in the face. Kos back in the game, and now he frees himself, misses the jumper. So they dodged a bullet, Riga there. Well, you know what's been working? A lot of penetration, the drive. Allman, though, is going to settle for the jumper. And now the quick pass, and the finish was not there. Allman tries to avoid the foul by Vasilopoulos, and or the charge rather, and Vasilopoulos ends up committing the foul. So McLean, boy, it looked like he certainly got hit on the right arm. I'm not sure the referee saw that. So that was a tough break for McLean and a lucky one for Riga. Again, you get Pinheiro, you've got Allman. Both those players have been effective driving to the basket. There they go. Allman looking to get the ball to Kaiser, but Peristeri were ready for it that time. Pinheiro turns. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. What a tough finish, right in the nick of time. And that's where he's been good. Don't settle for jump shots. Go hard. Oh, and the swat by Kaiser. Get that out of here, he says to Karampalas. Boy, great call by the refs. He got it off just before the buzzer. Atheneo again. He drives in. Oh, he gets rejected big time by Pinheiro. Wow. Get that stuff out of here. Look at this. Pinheiro having his own little block party tonight. Of course, Kaiser has also had a swat or two. Atheneo, oh, he banks it in. In those crazy situations, he can hit the three-pointer. Wow. Is that a backbreaker? The lead goes to 5. Karampolis picks up, or Atheneo picks up the foul. He's been big here. He's in a couple of jumpers here in this fourth quarter. Zordix on the deck, decides to put it up and in. Good finish by Zordix. The sense of urgency evident for both of these teams. Peristeri not wanting to suffer a home defeat after getting that big road win. And obviously Riga trying to bounce back, and now McLean hits the shot after being bumped in the lane. And he's come to life here in the second half. Well, that was a big sequence right there. The 6-point lead now for Peristeri, 3 minutes into the final quarter. Again, I'm trying to get something going to the basket. Nope, they're going to launch it. Zordix, what do I know? He's going to hit the 3 and cut that deficit in half. Well, that might just loosen things up the next trip down the floor. Vasilopoulos, and the ball bounces off the rim and over the backboard. Into the corner to Allman. Another three-pointer, we're tied once again. Great decision by Pinheiro. 12 of 26 now from three-point range are Riga. And now an offensive foul on Vasilopoulos, fighting for position. Just when it seemed Peristeri might start to get on top, they went up by 6 points. McLean playing exceptionally well. Some big shots being made here. Zordix and then Allman. And now Pinheiro again. This time he throws it away. McLean was waiting for the pass to the perimeter. Good anticipation by McLean, who then takes it down low. Oh, what strength. He almost had a chance for a three-point play. Ooh, he might have gotten hooked. You saw Zorix. He certainly said that he'd been hooked, and I think he was right. Tough call on, or no call for Zorix, who goes to the bench, and McLean with a chance and a couple of free throws. McLean wasn't really that prominent in the first half, but he has been over the last, I'd say, since the 5-minute mark of that third quarter. He's really begun to assert himself. Now Allman. Madsen down low with a little mismatch. Oh, he seals the defender, but great recovery defensively by Jones. Nevertheless, Riga get it back, and Vitas hits the jump shot. But boy, Jones was the eraser on that play. Unfortunate for him after the great play. Ate goes out after another foul by Riga on Ate. Here's McLean, and he goes in again. Nobody's stopping him, folks. He's turning it into his own little layup drill. Allman over to Kaiser. Will this be the first? Yes, it is. He had been hitting that shot in the first game, had not tonight until that one. Atheneo. He's been tough. He pulls up, he goes down looking for the foul, the long rebound, the long shot, and stays out again. So Riga ride their luck in a tie game now, coming up on the 4-minute mark. They've got possession from the right corner. And Pinheiro misses, but here's the man note. He misses as well. You know, you don't want to pass up those open threes. But if you look back and see where you've really been effective, some of these guys, they've been much better going straight to the basket. Gray decides to take control. What a drive. Kaiser. Wow, that's his range, isn't it? He ties it at 77, 3.5 minutes, just under 3.5 minutes to go. Gaddy. Now Gray. Five on the shot clock. McLean. Short, and Allman has it with 3 minutes to go. Another barn burner for Riga. Can they close this one out? Or can they get a win, rather? Will it be Peristeri going to 2-0 in the Basketball Champions League? Allman on the deck. Great use of his body to get in front and then kind of like shield the defender. I tell you, he and Pinheiro are so tough driving to the basket. It's got to be the way they attack this thing tonight. Timeout, Peristeri.
Give a break to Giannis. We're going to play thumb side, okay? Come side with the loop. They are on bonus, so if we go the ball to low post, insist on the low post, okay? We want Dre from this side, Gray to spread the court on the other, okay? So Dre, the moment of the ball,
with 15 and 6.
Take the ball inside,
five assists.
Up, swing the ball high low or swing the ball to Gray on which side. Let's go. Come side. Let's go. Peristeri.
Well, both of these teams have had pretty decent leads in the game. 8 for Peristeri, 11 for Riga, but right now it is tight. Just 2 points in it. 79-77 Riga, but it's Peristeri with the basketball. Jones thought about it. Mavrokovic gets it back to Jones and gets a lot of rim, but stays out. Allman again, strong move, but this time the charge called on Allman. So charges into Gaddy. Gaddy with 15 points, 5 assists tonight, 2 rebounds, and a very big play just there, drawing the charge. Now under 2 minutes to go. Gaddy steps back for 3. Long, great rebound by Jones. We're seeing why he came in amongst the leaders in rebounding this season in this second half. He's been terrific. Now Gray for 3. This time it's Zordics with the rebound. Well, Say Jones has been terrific. He's got 5 rebounds to go with his 14 points. And a big play now, minute and a half to go. And Riga, you get the ball in the hands of this man right here, and good things tend to happen. So any more fouls by Peristeri and Riga will go to the line. Likewise for Riga, they're already over the limit. We'll put 14 on the shot clock. And I think Peristeri figured out what I like to see, driving to the basket. It could come down to having to make a jump shot now. And sure enough, Madsen, little touch pass back out to Pinheiro, and I'm not sure that was I guess that was the play that was called. Did not look like they made it very easy on themselves in that situation. 16 turnovers for Riga. Boy, those are big turnovers. Twice as many turnovers on them. Now Gray. And fouled by Madsen. Wow. I mean, he's a great shooter, but you don't want to foul the jump shooter. But you do want to get a hand in the face, and it's just so difficult sometimes to avoid making contact. So Vasilopoulos checks in for Mavrokovic. Who goes out with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Vasilopoulos has yet to score. His 3 fouls. He's -3 efficiency. Maybe it's time for him to step up. Meanwhile, Gray makes the first. He's in double digits as well. 5 players in double digits for Peristeri. And Gray takes his time and makes the second one. So, free throw line has been huge tonight for Peristeri. 11 of 12. Ate comes back in for Riga, who are just 1 of 4 at the line. And folks, there's a minute to play. It's all tied. Zordics gets it back. Kaiser over to Allman. 8 on the shot clock. Allman, I think he can go past Jones. Yes, he does, and puts it up, and he scores. He had a little bit of pace on him. Jones wasn't that far behind, and you're worried about his length, his ability to get up and block shots, but Allman was just that little bit faster. And that leads to a timeout by Peristeri. Well, if Riga do not hold on tonight, it's going to be Heartbreak Hotel that they'll be checking into for the second consecutive time in the Basketball Champions League. If Peristeri win, they go to 2-0. Otherwise, they suffer what could be a potentially costly home defeat. You always want to protect the home court.
With player of match. Yes, fast. We play one to have one more. Okay, we have one more. On defense, we switch immediately. When we have sub, we are going to put Marvin in. Okay, so. From full court, we go immediately. Lucas, player of Madsen, comes for the pick, and we play ISO on Madsen with 4 players straight, and we attack out of this. Okay, player of Madsen. Peristeri, player of Madsen, go.
Peristeri is so close to beating Ike over the weekend, but falling right at the end. And here they are now, trailing by a couple of points to Riga, who seem to love these late game thrillers. They're not going to love it if they lose again, though. And also, what would their strategy be? And now the drive, and Gameday, oh, he got past him and then missed a shot. Madsen was able to get his hands up and might have just put him off. Now you got to find the good free throw shooter, and there he is, Zorix. So he will go to the free throw line, and Gameday will be frustrated because they got exactly what they wanted. He got a step on Madsen, but then he just did not make the reverse layup. Ate comes back in for Allman to play defense. Nathaniel in as well. He of the famous late game three-pointers, and we've also seen some of his three-point magic tonight. Remember, he banked one in right before the shot clock expired. Vasilopoulos goes out. And Zorix takes his time and makes the first. If he gets this one to go, it's a 4-point game. And that's indeed what it is. Now, final seconds ticking off the clock here. And Mavrokovalides called for a moving screen. Unbelievable. And that's a good call. You saw him kind of lean into him right at the end. And that is a tough pill to swallow, but it looked to me like it was the right call. Are Riga finally in an unassailable position? Well, certainly it's their game to win right now. So Kaiser fouled, and he will go to the line. And it's at times like these when you are Peristeri where you think, maybe if I'd made just one more play or hadn't made that mistake, or if I just made that one shot earlier in the game. Obviously, you don't think of it like that, but you could look at it. Meanwhile, Kaiser off target. Galidas takes a sip of water. Trying to get over the sting of that defeat to Sig Strasbourg on their home floor. Got it. Need to get it up quick, and he drives in, misses, but there was a great hustle by Gray. Oh, Pinheiro. And I think Riga indeed are going to hold on and get a very important win in their Basketball Champions League season, bouncing back from that heartbreak at home against SIG Strasbourg to win 84-81 at Peristeri. A great team effort tonight for the team from Latvia. Well, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, and I think that was the case for Riga. They learned from their mistakes last week. They came out, and despite struggling early on, they came back to take the lead. And even as things got a little bit awkward late in the contest, or rather in the second half, they just continued to fight. And there's a lot to like about that performance as Riga go 22 of 35 inside the arc compared to 18 makes for Peristeri. Both teams almost even from three, and Peristeri with a lot more free throws. But look at the rebounds. That's got to make Galidas happy tonight. His team wins that one by 17. And also those 7 more assists. Zoric's terrific for the second Basketball Champions League game in a row, as was Allman. And a lot of hustle by Pinheiro. Excellent effort by him. So looking back on this game in the second half, a lot of these plays, and Peristeri certainly with Atheneo kind of in his little zone, his own little personal shooting world. Look like they might start to open things up a little bit, but Riga, they hung tough. That was the crazy 3 right at the buzzer, right at the shot clock buzzer. And Zoric's with that drive. But you look back and really, you know, the rebounding, the second chance points, the turnovers almost cost Riga tonight. They did cost them 20 points. 20 points the Peristeri scored off those turnovers. They scored 17 themselves off the Peristeri turnovers. So 9 lead changes in the game. Just a very interesting game. Both teams had spells where they played well, and then both teams also struggled. I think one of the keys will be to get McLean going for earlier in the game and longer stretches for Peristeri. And meanwhile, you got to tip your hat to that man, Kaiser. He came out and hit a couple of big jump shots late. You know, even though he had missed a few earlier in the game, he didn't stop shooting, and he came out and hit some very big shots. This was another one from Kaiser, who had 11 points, 7 rebounds. And if you like that play, you get to see it 3 times. That was Allman. This was big right here. He gets up just ahead of Jones, who is swooping in for the block, and Allman, I think he knew he had just a little bit of a step on him that was going to help him. So Riga win it to go up and create a 1-1. All 4 teams now 1-1, with Ritas Vilnius winning at SIG Strasbourg tonight, 83-81 in another close game for Group E. VEF Riga win it 84-81 at Peristeri in the Basketball Champions League. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Champions. Άντε το γήπεδο μου δεν είναι κοντά το πιστάνιο γήπεδο.
Abdul Ghali, 2 points.